Hello Sagittarius, I'm Kay. This is Mona Lisa Tarot, and tonight I'm going to be doing a twin flame soulmate reading for you guys. I'm going to use the Tarot of Marseilles deck, 2020 edition. Oops, actually, well, the black deck, I grabbed the wrong bag, and I think that may be for a reason. So we're going to use the black tarot instead. Sagittarius, all the information that you might want to know about the channel is listed below in the description box. You'll find my tentative weekly schedule there. This is a new channel, so adjustments may be made as I go along. You'll also find where to send donations if you're inspired to do so, and a list of the decks I use. So while I shuffle Sagittarius, a brief explanation of the twin flame and soulmate unions. First of all, a soulmate, my belief is that we live several lifetimes on Earth, and between those lives we form contracts with other souls that are sort of like a part of our soul family, and we keep coming back together again and again and making agreements and contracts to come back to Earth to teach each other certain lessons to assist with our ascension. They can be family members, lovers, or friends as far as your soulmate connection goes. Although I do focus more on the romantic aspects in these readings. So, say one of those souls, though, goes through enough lifetimes where they learn all the lessons they need to learn and they're ready to ascend and not have to come back to Earth. And now this is just my view. You can just skip this part if it's too kooky for you while I shuffle. But if a soul gets to that level where they ascend, they may choose to make the sacrifice of splitting in half and going as one soul into two separate bodies. I don't know. You'll find this is a common thing for me if I did 5 or 7 shuffles, so I'm going to do 2 more just in case. Anyway, Sagittarius, these twin flames, when you meet your twin flame, you are mirrors of each other, and so you've both picked up, though, other attachments and burdens and things along the way. And so when you see that reflected in your twin, it triggers you. That can cause separation. It's often referred to as the runner-chaser dynamic. And that causes you to separate for a time so that you may each go within and heal the wounds that were triggered, thereby raising your vibration so that you are able to come together again. This can occur once, it can occur numerous times. I personally do not believe that everyone alive now on Earth has a twin flame. And for those of us that believe we do, I do not believe we are all necessarily going to come together in union in this lifetime, although that is the hope for most twin flames, of course. Depends on how much work you're willing to do and how much work they're willing to do on yourselves to become whole within yourself, although the other half of your soul is out there. And at that point, if you're both working on yourself to the point where your vibrations rise and they're a match, then you can form a harmonious twin flame union here on Earth. It does happen. So we're going to dig into, Sagittarius, the dynamic today between you and your soulmate or your twin flame, whichever one applies. I just dropped my deck. Okay, things are starting to get loopy. That kind of tends to happen this time at night for me for some reason. Alright, Sagittarius, let's look at the cards. We have the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy. The Two of Cups. Cancerian energy. Trying to show you the letters there. It's dimming here a bit. I will be working on fixing up the lighting as time goes on. Death. Scorpio energy. I like that card. That's a cool card. You might not be able to see it very well though. Okay. Next, Sagittarius, we have the Star reverse. The King of Swords. The star, by the way, is Aquarius energy, and the King of Swords I see personally as being Gemini energy. It's different for some readers. That's just the way that I have come to, and that's how Spirit reflects back to me, because Spirit knows that that's how I see it. There are different interpretations of the court cards and what they represent, okay? But either way, it's air energy. Then we have the Magician. Major Arcana for Gemini, Virgo energy. Four out of 6 cards pulled so far, Sagittarius, are Major Arcana. So this may be important. Next we have the Wheel of Fortune. Fixed energy. So Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. If I didn't, I mean, obviously I'm assuming, everyone can count, but, since I just said there were already 4 out of 6, that makes now 5 out of 7 Major Arcana, Sagittarius. Then we have the 10 of Spheres, same as the 10 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I'll wait until I interpret those cards here, Sagittarius, before I flip over the last 2. Those will reflect outcomes. So give me a moment, please, to meditate upon the cards. Sagittarius. Okay. Your twin flame or your soulmate. First of all, they think about you a lot. They think about entering into a commitment. I'm finding it hard to get words out for some reason. They're seeing you as, they think of committing to you. They think of, I'm almost picking up in this particular situation, Sagittarius, for whomever I'm speaking to, that you may be the runner in the situation. Now, if you're watching this, that means that, you care and you're concerned about it, and so that is more of a chaser type of vibe. But this person definitely sees you as their soulmate. They know. They know. They think about what they can do to transform this union into a place where you guys can form something stable and have a commitment together, even marriage. They think of you as someone they can have equal give and take with. They are thinking, okay, this is interesting, because I'm looking at the other cards as well. I mean, right now I'm kind of focused on the top row. But taking all this into account, so this person is thinking about transforming this connection. And that's going to come into play again in a moment. So, as far as this person's feelings, though, they may feel that this is too late. They may feel that they've lost some hope that they once had about this connection. It's like in their head they're thinking about how great it could be and how it could change and how you guys could come together, but in their feelings, they feel, let's put it this way, they're having a hard time healing from whatever happened here, Sagittarius. And with the Magician, that's tying back into what I was saying about in this person's thoughts with the Death card and wanting to transform things. This is very specific and it's not going to apply to all of you, And the Magician is not in the reverse, it's upright. So it's not like this person's trying to deliberately cast a spell on you from like evil intent, or they're trying to manipulate you, but they are trying to manifest. However, they understand that process. And if they don't know anything about manifestation, they're just thinking about this so hard, wishing for it, maybe that they're trying to create, they're trying to manifest this reality that of this connection coming together. And they feel justified in doing this because they feel, and this is a soulmate twin flame connection, so that doesn't mean you're that you have to be together by any means. Free will is always at play. But this person also feels like it's not just about what's in their heart, it's like they know, like they're dead set. This person feels that this connection is, it's the truth. That you two are meant to be together, and even sometimes when they start to lose that hope in their feelings, it's like their head steps in and says, no, like I won't consider the possibility that this isn't going to happen. So I'm going to manifest that this will happen, and I'm going to think about how things are going to be. So this is very specific, what I'm about to say next as well. Sagittarius, I can only say what I pick up intuitively and what I see in the cards. And as far as this person's intentions and actions towards you are going to be, I feel very strongly that this person is going to, something's going to change in their favor. They're going to see that as a sign that, so this person may suddenly come into a lot of money. And it's like that's going to give them the confidence to come forth and offer you this love with the expectation that that's going to be the key. That's going to be the thing that's going to turn the wheel of destiny to bring this connection together. They want to offer you basically, everything that they have. And the reason that they're waiting for this change of luck is because obviously with that slight loss of hope and trying to manifest a transformation, Sagittarius, this person may feel that you are not interested in this connection, that you're not invested in it, perhaps you're not putting forth the effort, and they feel like if they have that little bit of an extra bonus of the Ten of Pentacles, maybe they see you as slightly materialistic or concerned about status. That doesn't mean that you are, but their intention is to bring that to you sort of like a bait. And I don't mean to make this person sound bad, but it's like, maybe if I have money, maybe if the pentacle, usually Ten of Pentacles does refer, I should say, to material matters. However, if this person doesn't come into money, it's like they realize that they have something that you really want that would help to seal the deal. So then they come in and they say, hey, guess what? I'm sad about it, but my grandmother passed away and she left me everything she had, and that's a house and 2 cars and, a few $1,000s. And so, I love you, right? And I really want to be with you. And it's like it gives them more confidence that you may be more interested in this connection. So Sagittarius, I'm not sure that why they're seeing you this way. And this is, I do say roles can be reversed, but typically in a twin flame union soulmate type reading, I'm more focusing on the other person's energy. So while that might not always be the case, this person may just be very insecure and think that they really need something flashy or something solid, like tangible, to show in order to get you to want this connection with them. Now, as I said before, Sagittarius, if you're watching this, there is a possibility that you are the chaser, which in that case, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, how I would even interpret that. So take that as it resonates. Maybe it is one of those where you can reverse the roles, or if not, then Sagittarius, don't shoot the messenger. But if you care about this person, if you do want to be with them, I don't think they know. It's like they know that it's a true soulmate, twin flame connection. However, they're not feeling it from your side. It's like they want something to hold on to hope for this to come into union, but they're grasping at straws. So take that as you will. And I have to say here as well, okay, this is going to sound a little bit odd, but when I do shuffle the cards, I'm putting my intention in that this is about a divinely guided soulmate twin flame union. However, even though I ask for protection from spirit, from any type of negative energy or entities that might want to penetrate the reading, you know, I'm not God, obviously. I mean, I don't need to tell you that. My point is that sometimes there are other energies that can, especially if I'm not being extremely careful, and that's a warning to myself, just to be more diligent, because occasionally, you know, something can come in, especially if it's heavily on your mind during the reading, Sagittarius, where it can reflect more of a, what they would call like a karmic connection. So I hate to say, well, everything I said before is bullshit and it's not about a twin flame or a soulmate, but this, or even, you know, some soulmates are karmic in the sense that they're here to teach you a lesson, but it's not always pleasant. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know everything. This relationship may make sense to you. It may be familiar to you. You may know what I'm talking about. If not, then obviously it's not your reading. And thank you, collective Sagittarius out there, for the reminder, even though you didn't do it on purpose, that I need to make sure I'm very careful about protecting the reading before I begin. I did, but maybe I need to think about it a little bit more, put a little more attention to it when asking spirit. So, I'm sorry for the, what do you call it? When you get directed a certain way, kind of rambling or whatnot. But I found it necessary to say those things, so thank you for your patience. So now we're going to look at a short-term outcome. I say I'm aiming for the next 2 to 6 weeks because I'm planning on probably doing these once a month, Sagittarius, and unless I feel a significant shift in the energy of the connection, in which case it may be every 2 weeks, but I'm not going to do one once a week. So when you see, if you look at the schedule that I do these on Monday, it's not going to be every Monday. With the short-term outcome here, we have the Sun, which I have to say was a little bit unexpected. But of course there are different meanings to this card, just like everything else. I mean, it's generally positive, of course, but instead of it seeing me seeing it as, you know, happiness and joy and bliss, there is that aspect of the Sun that talks about clarity. This may actually be a very, if you're cross-watching, if you're interested in Sagittarius, this may be a good sign that clarity is going to come to. However, like I said, flip the energies. Whoever really wants this connection, it's possible that the runner or the person who isn't seeing it or not giving to the connection is going to have clarity about the fact that you are their twin flame. I'm seeing some type of realization, some type of clarity here, Sagittarius, for one or the other of you. And then for a long-term outcome, I'm sorry, I'm smiling to myself because Okay, so we have the Lovers. So this might be a really long-term outcome because with the way this connection is going, I don't see this coming into like this amazing union anytime really soon. However, like I said before, I don't know everything, and sometimes things can move fast. And Sagittarius, even though you can be a little bit, you know, known for not being the most commitment-minded person, if you're the one that has, and I'm not trying to stereotype you guys, some of you are fine with commitment, you know, it's just sort of like a stereotype of the sign, and if that does apply to you, but you do have a sudden wake-up call that, wow, this is my person, for some reason or another. You are also known, of course, as a fire sign, as being very passionate and fiery, and it's a very quick energy, so if you know that this is your person, you might not waste any time. With the Lovers, of course, it's about a choice, traditionally, and it's also, especially in a twin flame soulmate union reading, it's about lovers. I mean, it's about coming together, it's about the connection. And if you look at this picture, like I said, it's very dim in here, I apologize, and I'm going to work on that, but it's hard to see, kind of, Sag, but that's a very erotic picture, you know, in this particular. It doesn't show so much of the choice theme like in a Rider-Waite with Adam and Eve and the snake and her having to make a decision. This card definitely has more of a vibe of union and merging together. So that's the long-term outcome, Sagittarius. If you're in a state where you're not sure about this person, you will be soon. Doesn't mean you have to go with it. But if you're the person that knows that this is, you know, coming into union and your person doesn't, they're about to get a surprise. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. If it resonated with you, please hit the like button. I'm trying to grow my channel. It's very new. So please also, I'd love to have you subscribe, share with others. Excuse me, and tap the notification bell so that you'll be aware of when I upload more videos. With that, I'll say goodnight, Sag, and I'll see you again soon.